This is Morganiki, and it's another advent calendar. Now this, I bought, was it 6? I've bought that many, I've lost track. But this, out of all of them, was the cheapest one. And I believe there is a reason for that. It is completely unlicensed, completely unofficial, potentially made by a third-party seller. But it was very cheap, and it looks very funny. And quite a few years ago, I did a little video where I showed some fake Chinese Pokemon toys that I got off eBay. And that video did surprisingly well in terms of views. So, you know, let's see if this one will. Right away, I'm sure you're noticing the advent windows are in numerical order. I don't know, I think I quite like that. You know, my nitpicky brain likes things to be in patterns and set orders. That's going to look really neat if you're opening it day by day. Speaking of which, day 1. It's something pink. That is Muna, I think. It's one of few recent Pokemon that I actually recognise. Take a shot every time I don't recognise a Pokemon. Hey, it's Christmas. Day number 2. I do recognise that, because that's from my generation. Generation 1. Magnemite. Not too bad. The colour isn't great. The magnets are a bit wonky, but it does have painted detail on the screws, on the bottom screws, but not on the top screw. It isn't too bad. It's recognisable as Magnemite. Day number 3. Rapidash. I think. Wow. It has moulded fire on its feet, but it isn't painted. I'm sorry, my fingernails are filthy. I went in the loft earlier to get the Christmas tree out. That's my excuse. Rapidash. Mega Mewtwo? Yeah, that's definitely Mega Mewtwo. It isn't too bad. It's not great, but it's not terrible. It's blue, whatever it is. Nope, I have absolutely no clue. Potentially some sort, I'm going to guess water type, based on the fact it's blue. Though I could be completely wrong. Focus. Some sort of shell. So, knockoff Blastoise. That is a Spoink. It's a Spoink that doesn't have a spring. Because Spoink's supposed to bounce, isn't it, on a spring, and it doesn't have one. Also, the colours are completely wrong. Isn't Spoink supposed to be grey and pink? Dog Trio. That one isn't bad. That one's not bad at all. I quite like that one. It's a weird mixture so far, isn't it? There's a lot of Gen 1s, and then there's some of the newer ones. Spoink's Gen 3, and then there's Mega Mewtwo. Are we encompassing all generations? Generation 2 Skiploom. Bit left field, but fair enough. That's a Skiploom, and it's the right colours. Ah, that is Blastoise, or Mega Blastoise. With terrible shoddy paint and sprue on the knee. And only one of the cannons is painted. Hardly any paint on the shell. Yeah, you're a bit naff, aren't you? Slacking? I have been. Oh, that's slacking. Another Generation 3. Not too bad. The colour's a little bit too light. But it has details on the face. The claws are painted. The stripes on its back are painted. That would be acceptable if the body was the right colour. I had one of these in Pokemon Go, and I know it's supposed to be blue, so why it's pink I'm not sure. Is it Seismitoad? That's my guess, I'm probably wrong. Wow. Wow. That is Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime who has been boiled alive because he's bright red. That's terrifying. That's my sleep paralysis demon. Oh, is this related to, stop shaking, is this related to Cottony? Is it part of that evolution line, or is it part of the Slurpuff evolution line? It is neither of those things, I'm aware, but they all look the same to me. Beyond Generation 4. Some of them are incredibly similar. There's a bit of nice airbrushing going on the back. Couldn't tell you if it's the right colour or not. Because I don't know what it's supposed to look like. Number 40. I'm really liking this advent calendar with the windows being in numerical order. It is incredibly calming and incredibly satisfying. Pikachu. We waited till day 14 to get a Pikachu. I assumed Pikachu was going to be day 1 or day 24. Well, that's fairly decent. The yellow is slightly too dark if I'm going to pick a knit. And, oh no, there is brown on the base of the tail. I will let them off. And clearly a male Pikachu because there's no groove in the tail. Another Pokemon that's been boiled alive and is probably screaming in agony, Snubbull. Supposed to be pink, but is in fact completely unfocused. Bright red. Reasonable paint on the face, the nose and the teeth and the eyes. Black tips on the ears and the scarf. Reasonable, but again, completely let down by the fact the body is entirely the wrong colour. Sableye. These are very left field, these. Like, quite a lot of these I wouldn't consider to be incredibly popular Pokemon. Sableye, indeed. It doesn't have the gems on its back. Why am I not surprised? But it does have the gem on its front, and it is the right colour. It doesn't have a creepy grin or creepy teeth, but it is still recognisably a Sableye. Camerupt. Yeah, I've just caught my thumb on the advent calendar. Now it's bleeding. Camerupt. Colour's decent. Ow, my thumb. I'm now going to associate Camerupt with paper cuts. What is this? What is this? Charizard. A very wonky Charizard. Is it meant to be one of the megas? No, it can't be. No, I think that's just meant to just be a regular Charizard. That's a bit on the wonk, shall we say. Oh, I know what you are, just by the shape. Kyogre. A Kyogre who has absolutely no face. No eyes, no mouth. These are not its eyes. Those are like dots on its back that it has. Its eyes are supposed to be here on the sides, but they have not been painted, so it is a blind Kyogre. A blind legendary. Oh, we're following the theme of blue whale-like looking things, are we? Wallimer. Another Generation 3. But actually does have eyes and teeth painted on properly. So how have they done Wallimer better than Kyogre? Day 21. Politoed. Yep, that's a Politoed. The colours are right, I'll give it that. That's a fairly decent one. One of my personal favourites, Grimer. Not a brilliant sculpt. It does literally just look like a purple blob with a face, but then again, that's all Grimer kind of is. No idea. Absolutely no clue what that is, or what it's supposed to be. Please don't tell me it's supposed to be Arcanine. That can't possibly be Arcanine. It's either a terrible Arcanine or something I don't recognise. And day 24. It's again something I don't recognise, typical. We will end on something I don't recognise whatsoever. And here they all are, out of the box. I've put my favourite ones at the front. Definitely Slackoth is good. despite the colour. Pikachu's fine. Camerupt's fine, aside from the paper cut. Magnemite, Dugtrio, Skiploom, Politoed, Grimer, Wailmer, they're fine. These 4 over here, 5, sorry, would not stand up without the help of Blue Tack. Spoink I can understand, because Spoink has no feet, but the other 4, they should be able to stand up without being assisted by Blue Tack.